And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they've played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they've played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back to Taylor on first down. Finding some room at midfield. Oh, look at the juke. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 49 yards rushing for him now. A great start to this AFC title game. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Taylor.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Here's Taylor again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Jonathan Taylor
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Raiders are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback, the former #1 overall pick of the draft, Jared Goff.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On 2nd down, Kamara.
And he gets it down to the 32.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Kamara. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Goff now looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Goff on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, Kamara. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. Gone. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 79 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. First and 10, Taylor now. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Inside the 15-yard line.
This guy's on the ground. It's another good...
Barber. Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll buy some... and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gano for the extra point. this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd and 2. Goff. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Open man here, Sims complete. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry runs 26 yards. And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this 1st half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff. He's got Smith here. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Play action. It's Goff. And that is caught. It's Davis. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Corey Davis, 73 yards. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. This is DJ Reed returning. And he won't quite make it to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he has enjoyed some solid groundwork and some... The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And it's complete to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep for Adams. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Touchdown. Devontae Adams. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. They find some open field here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A give. This is Kamara. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor. Oh, he shifts past him. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm has an example.
Williams loses the football, and the Raiders pick it up, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players, knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So then... Drive span 5 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, They've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. 2nd and 10, Goff again. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Goff. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
It certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Second down, another run with Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
He hits Adams complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will extend this big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw there taken in by Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Goff's throw complete there to Smith. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing again is gone. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 9, Goff. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He had to run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
174 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd down now, it's Barber. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to Adams. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36. He'll look to throw. Flushed out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
The Raiders, they are Super Bowl bound. Thanks for watching, and good night.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.